Morning, everybody. We're back down here at the farm. I got back down here yesterday afternoon and got traps set back, all that we had just thrown left laying. I got a little set back yesterday afternoon. This is a new spot here. That's the little corner of these two reservoirs. The beaver have been coming up here, but just checked in. We're just now getting here. This is the first trap. So we're going to ease on back down here to the back and get around that loop and get those traps checked. Guys, it feels like springtime here. Last 2 or 3 days we've been up in the 60s. Sun's been shining. Beautiful weather. Almost hard to get back in the mood of beaver trapping, being this warm. But anyhow, hang with me. We'll get back in here and we'll get these other traps checked. Alright guys, we're back around here to the backside now, and you can tell out here where all the water's been up, leaves are still wet where all this was flooded for the duck hunters. Well, they've been pumping it out of here and it's starting to dry off now, and that's all that's leaving is this ditch coming through here for the beaver to travel in the waterways. So we've got us a conibear laying here, 330. And we're going to take and put it into this culvert. About any animal comes through here, they're going to travel inside that culvert back and forth across this dry land here. But I'm going to get down here and get it put in. Basically just going to anchor it to this little tree right here, and we're just going to take and set it right here in front of this opening on this culvert, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Tell you what guys, what we're going to do, this culvert's wide enough we can get two of these 330's in here. So let me show you what I'm going to do. Since we've got extra in the back of the Ranger right now, I'm gonna walk up here and grab another one, and I'm gonna show you how we're going to cover the whole front of that culvert with two 330's. We're just going to anchor them both right here to the same tree. And guys, this isn't a set I make a whole lot. Actually, I don't know that I've ever doubled up on a culvert like this. Let's just changing it up, trying different things and seeing what works. Instead of putting one trap in here and blocking down the rest of this culvert where they can't come through, we're gonna see what'll happen if we guard it with 2 traps. So just try some different things, see what might work and what doesn't work, and just experiment. All right, that stick's gonna be a little too big, so we're gonna have to go find us another stick that'll sit in between these springs. Oh. I believe that one will work right there. We're just going to take and run that stick. Alright guys, so there's what those 2 330's are going to look like. We're going to push this spring almost straight up here. One thing on this side, we're going to have to open it up a little bit to get that safety off. Alright, we got that safety off. Push that spring straight up here. Get as close as we can to this trap here. Alright guys, that right there should guard that culvert. Be sure to get your safeties off, ready to sit. And we're just going to set that right there in the water, right in front of those 2 culverts. We'll take us 2 sticks, place one on this side in the front of that stick that's through the top. Place another one right here. Alright, and that's pinning that stick up against the edge of that culvert. So that stick sticks out on both sides here and here. And we come right through here and we got both of our traps guarding the inside of that culvert. Alright. So that's set. I'm going to find one pretty good sized stick and lay across the top of that. Call it a dive stick. Use this tree right here. there we go, guys. Find one more stick just to put on the outside of this one to hold that. Hold that log in there where we want it. We got the tree holding it on that side, and we'll shove this stick down here to hold it on this side. That'll keep that log from moving if the water does fluctuate. All right, guys, I've got pretty good confidence in this set that if anything comes through here and goes through that culvert, we'll have them caught here in one of them two conibears. All right, guys, no catches this morning, but we got the culverts cleaned back out. Draining water. You can see all the debris, all the stuff floating is the debris that's clogging the front end of that pipe. I pulled the biggest part out and then pushed the rest of it through. But got the water flowing back out of there. Hopefully that'll attract the beaver to come fix it, and we'll have them caught in a trap again. Alright, guys, I'm headed out. I stopped here where I lost that conibear trap. I made the catch on this crossover and we lost the trap. I stopped. Just going to get out and look through here, see if I could possibly see anything floating out there. Because if they got away with the trap, they're eventually going to get it tangled up around something else. So I was just scanning the area here, seeing if I could see an animal floating where it had bloated, and get my trap back. But while I was here, I saw something else I thought I'd show you guys. This right here is our original crossover, and you can see right here a bunch of grass and debris off the bottom's been pushed up here in about 3 or 4 different mounds. Right here's one, and right over here is another one. Just some grass that's been pushed up, and then right here's another one right here. And what that tells me is that this disturbance here is attracting other animals, and the other beaver have come up here and they've pushed these little mounds up here. And you can see right here, I was actually squatting on another one here. But we can look right here and we can see fresh tracks, fresh claw marks coming up and out of this crossover, out of this water. So what I've done, I put a bridger, or I'm sorry, a TS85 foothold right here in that crossover. And this time I've got it anchored to this tree up here. So there's no way they're going to pull that anchor out of the ground this time. And we're going to leave this set here and see if we can catch the animal that's been coming up here and marking this. Anyway, just thought you guys might find that interesting. Just something to look for when you're out here. I think just a person up walking around an area can actually cause enough disturbance that an animal's going to come up and do this, start marking, saying, hey, this is mine, it's not yours. So just watch for these things, and it'll show you other areas or new places to put traps.